All right.
I'm wiping the sweat off my arms because it's
know.
so warm.
It's warm. We just finished doing a live stream of the podcast. Matt Steele's mom just called him and asked if the reason he doesn't get any parts is because he's gay. It'll make sense if you listen to our last podcast, but truly the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Like, so insanely funny. Mama Steele forever. Like,
Mama Steele
my
forever.
queen.
Hey, let's go. And I'm Mrs. Palmer forever.
I mean,
my queen. I should have a Mrs. Palmer t-shirt. You should have a Mrs. Steele
That
shirt.
would be, when we come up with merch, we'll make sure
yes.
we'll have versions with like our mother's faces on it. Lord, we're such gay stereotypes. Is that bad?
It's great.
It's great. It's not our fault our moms are great. It's not our fault that our moms are great.
That's why we are gay. It's because our moms are great.
That's how it happens.
Duh.
If you have a great mom, you turn out gay.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Two Gay Mats. It's Matt Steele.
And it's Matt Palmer.
And like the previous apartment tour video that we did for my apartment,
yes.
somehow we have to record this intro again.
I love that the intros are becoming such a problem for the apartment tours. I did, by chance, delete our previous intro from our camera because remember when we were doing the podcast and they were like, oh, you're out of space? I was like, oh, well, I've already made the podcast for this.
Delete.
Delete. So today, I will be showing you an apartment tour of my apartment with Jackson. We moved from Matt Steele's place, or I moved out of Matt Steele's place.
From our place.
Back
it will always be our place.
It will, but back in October. And so moved in with my boyfriend Jackson. We have decorated, and we have very different styles, but we've come together. My very neutral and golden and white marble is, put upon with some like colors that Jackson likes. So
I love you use colors and quotes as if like the colors don't exist.
I don't know if they're real. I don't know if they're fake, but that's something he's into. And so I feel like we've been here for, which is crazy, like 8 months.
I can't talk about it.
I cannot believe it's like coming up on a year that we've been here. But I think the place is coming together. It's not fully together, but luckily Jackson was a cameraman for me as I walked us through the apartment, gave a little tour, showed you the areas around. And I just want to share it with you because
I was the cameraman for you.
You were, but I had to redo it because I deleted that as well. So what I uploaded to Patreon was newly filmed by Jackson.
Well, I'm just not in this video at all. It was great being a part of Two Gay Mats, but I guess this is where I find out I was let go.
You were not let go just for this video. And hey, you're in the intro.
I'm in the intro.
And
am I in it?
You get paid the same amount you would get paid if you were in the full video.
Easiest job I ever had.
I know.
Guys.
Well, let me know how you feel about my apartment. I hope you enjoy it. And we will be back soon with more Two Gay Mats.
Bye.
Bye. Well, hello. Right now we have a special cameraman operating. Jackson Musker. Mr. Musker.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you for your wonderful service as, co-renter of this home.
I expect to be paid well for this job.
Well, you'll be paid in my love. This is our apartment. This is the front door. You can see the beautiful window here. I feel like that was a big plus for you. You like things that have character.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a Frank Lloyd Wright look there with the stained glass. Yeah, it's nice.
We love Frank Lloyd Wright. Do you see the mirrored area
Beautiful
here?
circle.
We basically stole this from the people who rented this apartment before us, and we came in and looked around. I thought there were improvements to be made, but this whole corner area was not one. I thought this was lovely, perfect. We found this lovely little console beneath on Wayfair.
We do love that.
And it was a great thing, it was a great purchase. You'll see throughout the apartment, there's a lot of white and gold, which is my influence. And then all the splashes of color would be Jackson's influence. It was up to me, everything would be white and gold, everything would be light pink, everything would be marble. And I as Jackson knows, I wanted to feel like an Apple store in here, so.
Or a mausoleum.
Not a mausoleum. So this couch, you people have seen before. I will sit on it to show that it works.
Okay.
This was in the previous apartment. I think it still does well here. We've gotten more pillows from World Market, which I think are the pops of color that Jackson wants and that I want. I feel like it's very inviting.
Yeah, I think it blends our styles. It's sort of modern looking and yet colorful.
Exactly. We've got to show the glass here, the glass table.
Beautiful table from Matt's old apartment.
Yes.
With other Matt.
Yes.
Here are a few things. A dog book for me,
Yes.
And then Mariah Carey, of course.
Of course.
Voting for both of us because we are civically responsible.
We are civically responsible, that's true. And so that is all here. We have a nice little birthday area since it's still my birthday observed. Even though
we're beyond 1 month and
we're beyond a month out. But we are going on a trip for my birthday in 2 days, so it still feels like my birthday.
Look at my little cats and owls on the windowsill.
Oh yes, that's true. These were gifted to Jackson from from my brother and his
beautiful.
wife. It was a part of our Secret Santa, and so Jackson wanted. Are these succulent holders? What are they
They're
exactly?
tiny plant holders for any tiny plants, but I have not put the plants in just because I love the look of them so much. I almost don't want to like adulterate them with some greenery.
I think it'll look nice.
I think
with
it
the
will
greenery.
eventually. It's been 5 months. I need to put some greenery in.
Yes.
But I do like that they're little cute little owls.
I
and
mean,
they-
yes.
yeah.
That's the thing. If you see a color and if you see an animal, you know that is Jackson's influence. If
Case
you
in point, 180.
I know you see this
A giant
large
owl on the wall.
owl on the wall. If you turn around here, you'll see the
yes.
beautiful built-in.
This is one of my
that Jackson
favorite parts of the whole
designed.
apartment. Built-in shelves. The previous tenants had put in these shelves, and they
Yes.
are beautiful. And so we put all of our books and nice photos.
And Jackson was very much the designer of this. I feel like any sort of like little tchotchke or like little organization moment, I feel like you're very good at. That is one of your
thank you,
things.
yeah.
But I am not good at them. Just like just put it up how it needs to be. And so this is very, very lovely.
It's cute. We have a
It's
nice
very
picture of
cute.
ourselves.
Look, here we are.
Hollywood Forever Cemetery.
If you ever forget who lives here, it's us. And I like this guy with the weird light bulb
Yeah.
head.
At first I was mixed on him, but I do like him. My dad gave it
great.
to me on a whim. He's kind of like a steampunk little like light bulb head.
I know, it's like we're in Tom Tom.
Yeah.
Or we're at Hadestown,
Yeah.
like we just saw. A big plus for this apartment when we saw it was the outdoor space. It is nighttime, so I don't know how much of you'll be able to see.
Okay.
But we have a lovely outdoor patio.
Okay. Ooh.
We have the outdoor.
Who may I explore?
Yeah, please. We have the outdoor table from Wayfair, which we purchased. It was
Love it.
I feel like our big purchase together.
Yeah.
First big purchase, like for as far as furniture goes for this apartment.
I agree.
Was here.
And this has been so useful for like happy hours
Absolutely,
and
and, like,
friends' birthday
brunches.
dinners during COVID when we want to be outside.
And this whole front area is ours to play with, mess
Yeah,
around
we'll
with.
sort of
There's
plan around. These lights we put up
plants.
together, aren't we
We
so
did.
handy?
We're very handy, and the lights are lovely.
Patting ourselves on the back.
I'm
The
very
Christmas
proud of
lights
us.
look great during Christmas
They
season.
do. They get replaced with the colorful lights, but I think this is a good
Yeah,
setup.
and we had a third apartment member today using one of them, right?
Oh yes, there was a cat here.
Yeah,
This is
there
what
was a cat
Jackson
on this
saw.
very chair. This chair had a cat.
Is that important?
Yeah,
The
that's
people need to know
important.
that there was a cat here today.
And that's Plant. You might recognize
Yes.
from prior apartment.
And all the plants that are mine are also faux because they're the best and easiest to take care of, and I love them very much.
You take great care of them.
I do. They're still here. Okay, we have a bar cart. Oh, I have a champagne here. Oh my gosh. So yeah, there's our bar cart. We can see all of this, some signage above. This whole dining area I think is lovely.
Yeah.
This is
very Palmer influenced.
yes, the West Elm felt look there. That's happening.
I do love that.
And we had the mirror here because we were trying to figure out the best place for it. It's full sized, and so when we got here, this kind of corner was a little bit dark because the next door right there is where the laundry is. And if it were not for the laundry, we would have a window here. And this is like the one area of the apartment that feels a little like small. And thus, I feel like the mirror opens it up a lot.
I think it was a great idea. I like it a lot.
I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah.
We have some, Palm Springs inspired.
More fake plants, yes.
Yeah, my favorite kind. So you're seeing now our kitchen area, which is again the largest kitchen we have had as people who didn't live in our parents' house. Have we baked any cakes?
Okay, I've baked a few breads.
We've done like I'm adulterating and like making this box cake better. I feel like you've done that.
I've
here.
elevated a box cake.
That counts.
Yeah, we've done a lot of homemade dinners actually. I feel like I'm
Absolutely.
proud of our cooking in this
I
kitchen.
think that's a good thing, because this apartment is not inexpensive, so it's nice to dine in from time to time.
Yeah.
We have our cocktail books.
Yeah, look at these nice
I love
jars.
It
Yeah.
was one of the first things I bought. I was like, I want those little clear jars. For
Flour,
things.
sugar, and the all-important Fig Newtons.
Also see cocktail books here.
Yeah, beautiful.
Cookbooks, including the Antony Let's Do Dinner, which again is mostly pictures of Antony. But
I'm not complaining too much.
That's the thing. It's
The
a
recipes
handsome
are
guy.
complicated,
They're
but
too. We tried to make one, and it just was too complicated.
Yeah.
It's like, who has that amount of time?
His abs are a simple place.
The fridge here, another big initial purchase when we moved in. There was a fridge here, but it just was kind of old and didn't fit the look we were going for.
We got a used one that we were initially worried about.
Yes.
And it's turned out great, actually.
It turned out great, and we were scared that it wasn't going to fit in this space because there was
if
a
you look up
moment.
that, it is wedged in as close as it can
Hey,
be.
but
Almost
that
as
counts.
a fit. Yeah.
It's still, it is there. It's working. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, off
lead
we
us.
go. I will take you now to the office that you've probably seen.
A beautiful hook.
Part
that Matt installed himself.
We don't need the hooks. This
Studio.
is the studio. You've seen the wallpaper back here a lot, I'm sure.
Wallpaper.
This
is
is
confirmed.
very much, if the apartment was all mine, what the whole thing would look like. You're seeing a lot of gold lamps. You're
Gold,
seeing
pink,
some light
island
pink here.
chic.
Island looks, absolutely.
Of course, the Wall of Fame.
Yes, the only people that matter in the apartment.
Marble and gold.
Marble and gold. What other colors are there, truly? I very much like this office. I did not have an office in any previous apartment, but it was like I had such a big bedroom that the office kind of was within it. And so I was thinking moving here, oh, our bedroom's smaller, I don't know how I'm gonna feel. But having this separate office space is nice because you get like a little separation of work and life. Because you know, we're all working at home. It's not so easy to separate it. Well, it is for me. I'm very much like, oh, it's 6 p.m. Close. Thank you. But for others, I hear it's difficult.
Yes.
You'll see the wallpaper here. This was done by a TaskRabbit as well. Don't get too close because they did a B- job.
Not as good as the TV guy.
Yes, the TV guy, A+. This guy, B-. But he did okay. But it was just like a peel and stick from Wayfair. And it does have the nice pop of color, which you should be proud that if this was how I would design, I have it.
Yeah, I was worried the room would look like this. The floor, see, black and white, that's all.
See,
so
but
this is a great improvement, yeah.
Thank you. So, we'll get the whole view of the bedroom.
This is a very classy room.
It is very classy.
A nice bedmates. This is a corgi named Porg. And that's Coco, Matt's little koala. And they're hanging out together.
It's good. I feel like, you know, it's nice to have some stuffed animals for Jackson. He very much was about them.
I'm like a Matt Steele in terms of, I have stuffed animals for me.
And so in relationships, you compromise. And thus we have two main stuffed animals. There are others in the apartment that are less prominently featured.
Matt has locked them away.
I have not locked them away. They're still in the home. But, you know, it's just, there's a time and place. We also have the TV mounted here. Another Sonos Move.
That was a little compromise. I'm not used to TV in the bedroom because
I didn't have it, but I was like, you know what I want? You know what would make me feel happy? Like I just would go to friends' houses that had the TV in the bedroom, and it just felt like you were in a hotel, and that's always like my feel I want is like to feel like I'm luxuriating.
I know,
home, you know.
I like that for a few days, and then I just feel like, does it seem like a home then still if you like? But I've gotten used to it.
It hasn't been. We're not watching television in here every hour.
No.
Like
it's good. I think I was worried about technology invading our like comfy, sleepy space and just being like, oh no, I can't go to sleep and stuff. But
you've slept better here than you slept at your last place.
Yes, I did.
So I guess the TV fixed everything.
Okay. yes.
There's not too much to show in the bathroom, but a couple of things. We have this hanging plant, which is nice.
One of our few alive, real plants.
Yes. We also have this. Water can? What is that called?
Watering can?
Watering can.
I can tell that you have a lot of real plants.
And then we have the lovely shower head.
Oh yeah, that's it.
It feels like the end of the Britney Spears Dream Within a Dream tour in which she's singing the Baby One More Time remix and there's water coming down on her and she has the cowgirl hat on. It is very that every time you're in the shower. And I cannot recommend that enough. That's like the way I want to feel in the shower. Yes? Jackson, do you agree?
Agree.
Agreed. That's how you feel in the shower.
I keep my cowboy hat in this cupboard, yeah.
We had a bath mat previously that like just got a little gross too quickly, and I looked up what's the best like antibacterial bath mat options in there, and we found a stone.
It's hard to tell, but it's very skinny and it's hard, and yet it absorbs the water.
Very absorbent.
Yeah.
It does a great job, and yeah, I feel like it was a great purchase, and it's like, is that a weird thing to put on like this is what I'd like for my birthday list for your boyfriend? Maybe, but we're adults now, we're in our 30s.
We're old.
This is the kind of thing that makes me happy. Again, as soon as I can luxuriate and feel like I am at a spa at all times, that's the goal, and I think this is one step closer. And Jackson, would you like to give a tour of the guest room?
Oh sure, I can try my best. This is the room where I do my work in, but also I have a lot of colorful things that Matt didn't let me put elsewhere in the house.
That is not true.
That got relegated to this
That
room.
is not true.
I'm joking. You'll see a little bit more color in this area. Some of my old apartment stuff brought in a lot of animals. We got a jungle sort of elephant landscape here that I like a lot.
Stunning.
Yeah, this is a day bed. So when we have guests over, we can have them sleep here. We can swap and we can sleep here and they can sleep in our primary bedroom. There's a lot of, as you notice, these things called BOOKS here.
Never heard of them.
They are in the 2 shelves here. And so I like to read a lot of young adult and middle grade books because I'm trying to write a book like that myself now. So
Again, beautifully arranged, just like the built-ins in the living room.
Yeah, I like to do some vertical and some horizontal.
I remember early on, at some point, I was telling Jackson, or I was explaining my podcast to someone while Jackson was around, and I was like, oh, we talk about all different parts of pop culture, and he goes, yeah, except books. And I was like, we talked about the Mariah Carey book, thank you. Or I said,
Mariah?
we would talk about the Mariah book.
An audiobook, yes.
Well, I read the book. We have the physical copy in our living room.
No, I think Matt's, he's got the Molly Shannon book. He's got a few books. Yes. I'm a very judgy book person, so like we're seeing that come out right now.
And this wall might become an accent wall.
Yes. This currently has no art on it, but it's all on the ground.
Yeah, there's ground art.
The idea is to paint it some color, which which you can advise me on. I'm thinking maybe yellowy or orangey.
An orange would be nice.
Just to give it a little bit more brightness, because it's kind of a very neutral gray in here. That makes me feel a little bit sad. So we put that on the wall and then put the paintings on in front of it and make it much more of like pops of color.
I mean, there's also a thought of maybe making a mural moment there, yes?
I have an artist in the family, and so I'm
Yes.
wondering if he might actually paint some cool things on the wall. So we'll see if that actually pans out. But for now, I like the way it's shaping up. One of my prized possessions, I think we need to tilt down a little bit
gosh.
to this. Can you see? Here, my beloved. This
Your beloved,
is
my
a boombox
God.
that I got in the year 2004. It's 18 odd years old.
And
it plays not only compact discs,
oh my God.
but audio cassettes.
Some would say that since we have Sonuses all throughout the house, that this is superfluous and unnecessary and a large piece of equipment that never gets used.
Others would say we have about 70 CDs, most of which are mine, and this is the only device in our entire apartment that can play those CDs.
We could get a better, the thing is our Blu-ray player could play them, but we need to get a better one because it's,
But let me ask
Touch and
the
go.
people,
God.
is this not an interesting artifact to keep in the apartment?
Even though it is completely
all of
unused
it weighs
and
about
unnecessary.
72 pounds.
It
I
is
cannot
not-
lift it, but it is a wonderful piece to take up so much room on the shelf, and I'm more than anything amused by it. So I beg you to please encourage Matt to let me keep this.
let
please.
me keep this.
Please.
Oh my God.
This
As
is my
if I
final
can-
entreaty, the last piece of this
As
tour.
if I can do
Please.
anything to keep you from keeping this. You're just gonna wake up and it'll be gone one day.
He's
so.
threatening to remove it when I'm gone. So like, it might just be like a dust-shaped pattern of a boombox sometime.
Well, thank you all so much for coming to our apartment tour. I hope you enjoyed the place, and I hope you liked everything about it, and I hope you liked meeting Jackson, because I think this was your first official appearance on the show, yes?
I think it is.
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Matt Palmer Music, and Matt Steele at It's Matt Steele, and Jackson at Jackson Musker. He also has an audio drama available on Audible Plus right now, so become look up The Sea in the Sky. You'll laugh, you'll cry, and by the way, when I cried when first listening to it, and I told Jackson, he was like, good to cry more. You should be crying. So yes, make sure to check that out. Go to patreon.com/2GayMats. You can request a video, a reaction, or review video of your own. We also have a podcast that comes out every Monday called 2 Gay Mats on your favorite podcatcher. Starts TWO. And I think that's it for the apartment tour. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll be back soon with more 2 Gay Mats.